Today I will be redoing my speech on artificial food dyes. A few elements that I hope to improve are my eye contact, as well as ensuring that my conclusion covers all of my main points. Did you know that about 70% of the average American diet comes from processed and packaged foods? This information was stated from Brian Rowig's article, Eating with Your Eyes, Chemistry of Food Coloring. Dye exposure has nearly quadrupled since the 70s due to the desire to create vibrant food, medicines, cosmetic, and clothing. The sources I use are credible in the study of artificial food dyes, like the Food and Drug Administration, the Center for Science and the Public Interest, and a few articles from experts. Today I'm going to specify what artificial food dyes are, as well as the history and some recent advancements regarding food dyes. To begin, what are artificial food dyes, why are they used, and what are some products that contain them? According to a 2023 FDA article, a certified color additive is human-made and used for intense uniform color, while also being less expensive and blends more easily. Furthermore, there are 9 different artificial food colorings on the FDA's list of certified colors, these being blue number 1 and 2, green number 3, red number 3 and 40, yellow number 5 and 6, orange B, and red citrus number 2. Many of these artificial food dyes are strictly used to be aesthetically pleasing to the human eye. However, some products you probably don't even know that contain artificial food dyes. For example, some marshmallows contain blue number 1 in them, some pickle brands contain yellow number 5 in them, and some sausage companies contain red number 3 in them. Since discovering what artificial food dyes are, and let's rewind to how they became popular in the first place. Back in ancient times, people used to use turmeric and paprika to color things like clothing. However, Aztecs used to find these especially bright red bugs to color things. It is said that if you find 70,000 of these special bugs, you could extract a pound of deep red dye called carboxylic acid. Fast forward to 1856 when William Perkin Henry discovered the first synthetic dye called mauve, which was created from coal. In addition, the first foods to be authorized by the USDA were butter and cheese, adding artificial dyes to their ingredients in 1881. Because of growing popularity surrounding diets and being healthy, many Americans are discovering that certain foods may not only contain harmful chemicals but also carcinogenics. The FDA determined in 1990 that red dye number 3 causes cancer in animals, leading to it being banned in cosmetics and medicines. However, continuing to use it in food for 3 decades. Lastly, the debate surrounding artificial food dyes has become extremely popular. While other countries have already banned artificial food dyes from their nutrition labels due to potential dangers, many American scientists are now discovering that dyes can impact human brain, but especially children's, as these dyes are heavily used in foods aimed towards children. However, the FDA is finally listening to their citizens, as new advancements were just announced by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of Health and Human Services. According to the FDA article posted on April 22nd, 2025, they have partnered with the National Institute of Health in hopes of phasing out all numbered dyes from American manufacturers. This phase out should be complete by 2027. In conclusion, research shows that artificial food dyes may cause health risks such as allergic reactions, behavioral issues, and even cancer. Since several other countries have already banned artificial food dyes years ago due to potential dangers, the US is finally taking action. Recent FDA phase out artificial food dyes shows that with enough people and pushback, we can make change happen. In the meantime, while we are waiting for manufacturers to remove artificial food dyes, we must stay vigilant and steer clear of processed and packaged foods, as they usually contain harmful chemicals. as well as paying attention to nutrition labels, to avoid artificial food dyes, which are usually presented at the end of the nutrition label. Lastly, I hope you all have a better sense of what artificial food dyes are, why we began using them, as well as ongoing changes happening within our country, and in hopes that you remember that our health should be our number one priority.